Lots of trees.
All right. Apologize for being late, grasshoppers. Larry Melnick was late talking about his whole life. That's what it's all about now.
Cut that tree down right now.
Beautiful tree in the background. James, how are you? Coach of the year in the Canadian Hockey League?
Doing good. Taking it one game at a time. Don't get ahead of ourselves.
That's something you said before the show.
Yes, I did say that.
Gresh, how are you?
Why? Does it matter?
Okay, let's get right at it, Gresh. I got to know. It's been all week long. I've been dying to ask. How's the juicer?
I didn't go to Costco. I have to go. I got to take I got one of those coffee machines and it broke. I have to take it back. So my son's coming.
Saturday was supposed to be juicer day.
You know, I was so busy. I was so busy on Saturday.
I can tell you're cleaning up. I can tell you're cleaning up in the background there.
I know. Well, I'm getting rid of that bed. I don't know if you can see it over there. I'm getting rid of that bed I had. They're coming to pick it up sometime between 12 and 4. So what does that mean?
Gresh, did you buy that or do you rent that?
The bed?
Yeah.
I rented it.
Okay, because our mutual friend just had surgery 5 days ago, open heart surgery, and he's still in the hospital, but he needs one of those. But I know that I think he's going to order one for his house. So.
He had surgery. He had open heart surgery. Wow.
Yes, he did.
They delivered right to his house.
Okay.
I'll call him today and I'll order it for him.
Okay.
And then I'll go to his house and wait for them to deliver it so that it's there when he gets home. Yeah.
Okay.
But he told me that he's going to be in the hospital like this is months ago. When I go in, he goes, like, I'm not staying in there for very long. I'm in there and getting right out.
Yeah, he's 6 days now and he's still in the hospital. He had the surgery on the 15th. So
so he's going to be in there another week probably until they get him all straightened out. That's what they did with me. It's like, it's not a big deal. Listen to me. What's the worst thing that can happen when you're in the hospital? Well, you die. That could be the worst. But you sit there, you lay in bed, they bring you food, for Christ's sake. You know, they come and wash you down. It's like a big massage parlor, almost.
I hope you had a female nurse. I hope you had a female nurse. So I'll leave it at that.
No, I'm just joking about that. The hospital I was in up in Bridgeport, it was unbelievable. And I went with my son, and we could go Monday to Mohegan Sun, right? Because we were supposed to go August 11th. He was 21. I'm sitting at the table playing Caribbean Stud, and this girl comes over, and she was the nurse that was there when I woke up. She was there with her father and her boyfriend.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
It's an amazing story.
We had to be there. It was really amazing if you were there.
Just kidding, yeah.
No, I wanted to thank all you guys for all the phone calls you guys sent me, too. That was good, like when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
That was good.
We wouldn't let you rest.
If you died, don't expect flowers.
I want to make sure you rested.
I did rest. I'm still resting. I'm going to rest from now until I die. But anyway, I got something to ask you guys. Why do they have the top 16 rankings out and the Rangers aren't in that ranking?
Nah, it's only after 2 or 3 games. They're just going off. They're not really analyzing the lineups or anything. They're just looking at the records.
Well, they hate the Rangers that much?
They just got to put out something. It's just a filler. It's to fill time to talk about something.
Well, I canceled it off my Instagram. I don't want to. If they can't do it right, I don't want to see it. Okay, that's it. Let's move on.
Okay, hold on. I was right at it here. Thoughts on Henrik as commentator? Is he as sexy as Topless Tom on Survivor? That's not for me to answer. I don't know.
Well,
Mel, go ahead. You chime in there.
Is he? What?
I haven't watched any Ranger broadcasts. I saw them.
He's good. He's good.
The TNT broadcast. I didn't see Henrik. So.
Yeah, he does well. Yeah, he's good.
What else are you going to say?
Well, I mean,
you can give him constructive criticism.
Yeah, and I don't.
Is he himself? Is he natural? Is he?
He seems very natural. He's not like flamboyant or anything like that, or colorful. But he's very factual.
Yeah. They got 2 goaltenders working there now, don't they? What's the other kid's name?
You know what his name is?
What?
Steve Valiquette.
Steve Valiquette, yeah.
They both got the pretty hair too.
Oh God, yeah. I must take like an hour and a half before just to do their hair.
Holy, that's not.
Like Tom, you could, if the show was at 7, you could get there at 1 minute to 7 and do your hair.
You drive with the windows down too to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's happening, brother?
Inquiring minds from last week. A couple of things that we have to clear up. Ron, that's the second week in a row you wore that vest. Somebody's ditching you on it.
What?
Somebody's giving Gresh a hard time on wearing that vest?
Yeah.
Should I go
It's a
change
woman.
it? Should I go change it?
It was a woman too.
But isn't a vest something that you can wear repeatedly, though?
It's like a jacket. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, you. Like who's giving me a hard time about it?
A woman.
Wait, what's your name? Is it Diana? Or is it,
I've been divorced twice. Obviously, I don't take women's comments too lightly.
But what's the idea behind a vest like that, anyways? Right? I mean, if it's cold, then you've got to wear the vest to keep your upper body warm.
Well,
up.
I think just for me, I like it because it's got pockets and the stuff in the pockets. That's one reason I wear it.
I just don't get the concept of a vest. Why don't you just wear a jacket then?
I know, but you're keeping your main organs, your heart, and everything warm.
But then your arms are freezing.
Yeah, but
Mel, you can tell her I don't sleep with it on.
You
But I
must-
will tonight, though. I'm going to tonight.
You must have got it free.
No, I didn't get it for free. They paid me.
There you go. Oh, speaking of that, I again doing my homework with the Pabst Blue Ribbon and shit. I was looking up Ron Greshner versus Hank Nowak, a fight that you had probably in the 60s. But also, as I'm on YouTube, you did a commercial for Sleep Ovation, Gresh.
Who?
Sleep Ovation?
Yeah, with Tom Laidlaw.
So did I.
Oh no,
What
they
year?
didn't. No,
What year was that?
My son actually works for the company, so they needed some spokesperson for it. So they gave us a free mattress.
So what year? Recently or?
Probably about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
So what happened in the 60s, Mel?
The fight.
you had a fight with Hank Nowak.
Who is he?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you remember.
What team did he play on, Mel?
Don't know that either. It was just a question that somebody asked. One of like on
Detroit.
the
Play on Detroit.
probably yeah. I couldn't find it, but somebody said that you fought him and you beat him up, and I thought we'd discuss it. But
Oh no, I didn't.
He could have beaten people up there. How about your little karate that you got going on there today?
well, first
see
of all,
that?
yeah, I saw that. But first of all, Tom, I'm left-handed. That was the guy's right hand going in, and actually,
That shows how talented you are.
double, yeah. Double. So, but when I retired from hockey, I actually took Taekwondo. I took it for about a year. So
Where'd you take it?
it was just remember Jimmy Sandlak, big right winger.
I played with Jim in Hartford.
Jimmy and I did some just for stretching. He was still playing and I was retired, so I went with him. We just went to like a gymnasium. There was a guy that kind of did it for us, like one teacher with two of us. So holy crap, I could almost kick my leg over my head. I was so flexible after doing that. Like the guy would put your leg on your shoulder. Guy's
Come on,
shoulder.
hold on. What? You were that flexible that you could kick your leg
Oh, yeah.
over your head.
I could kick you in the head easily. No, those guys that can they can actually do it. It's amazing.
Yeah. Very Wang Chung it touch.
Hey Tony, it's one word, okay? Taekwondo.
Oh God.
Okay, so another pressing. I'm glad Jeep's back on, and I know he loves to talk about this. He might have missed the show. He was on the bus.
I watched it. I watched it that night. I was on the bus. I couldn't join, but when I got to the hotel room, I watched.
I'm sure you and Matt get along pretty well. Like he hired you and everything, right? So
Yeah, I just said let's let it slide. Let's let it slide. We get along real good.
okay, good. So the people, like the inquiring minds, want to know, like what's Matt Cockle's nickname?
Okay, we need to be careful. That's James's. He has to have a working
MC?
relationship with him.
I call either MC or Matt.
MC. That's it. That's his.
Yeah. I
Okay.
leave it at
What is
Is
somebody?
that-
What is
Mel,
somebody?
is that a
that.
maple
He's my
tree behind you?
boss. No, he's my boss.
No, I know. I understand. Okay, but let's just for shits and giggles.
No. James has to have a working relationship with the gentleman. All right.
Okay. So, anyways, that's a hybrid Japanese maple. It's green in the summer, red in the winter or fall, and then when the leaves fall, of course, Rochelle goes out and rakes. So, just
And she doesn't have a blower.
No, but that's a great Christmas idea. Thank you. You're starting to shop now. Hey, Pamela, I'm going to phone Pamela up from Amazon.
Did you get your swag from the Rangers?
Oh, come on. Are you effing kidding me?
You didn't get it?
No.
Oh, come on, you got it.
No,
Yeah,
I swear.
yeah.
I swear to God. Okay, so I went. No, I swear to God, I have not got it.
They said they sent it 2 weeks ago. That's what happened when I sent it. I sent it. You never got it either.
September 23rd is when I talked to Jackie. She said, "Okay, I'll send you some stuff in 3 days." Well, it's a month now, and I haven't got it.
Jackie's pulling your leg. Jackie's seen your show.
I got a box at my place. I wonder if that was supposed to go to you. Maybe I'll go.
Ron.
Well, go look at the address, Ron.
Well, it must have my address on it if it got here.
Maybe it was CC'd. Maybe there was 2 boxes.
Yeah, it's got your address on it, but Gresh got it.
It was a CC to me.
No,
Ron, hold on. Stop
from
everything.
that.
Ron,
Yeah.
Juicer. It was Juicer Saturday.
What?
It was Juicer Saturday, last Saturday.
Oh, I know, but I couldn't go because I was busy.
Busy what? Sending Doug DeVito the old Ranger golf balls. Oh, God, that's not nice. So that's what you were doing, busy. You're busy sending all that stuff. That was supposed to go out.
Golf balls back. If you shoot higher than 80, you shouldn't even play golf.
What's going on in the baseball world? I know you're a big baseball fan.
My Red Sox got crushed.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're down 3-2 now.
Yeah.
Houston couldn't score a frickin' run for 2 games, and Boston was hitting home runs, and then it completely reversed, and now, so it's not looking good. And somebody asked why I'm a Red Sox fan, but because I got drafted by Boston, and we used to go, Gordy Kluzak, myself, Barry Peterson used to go out and sit in the bleachers out in Fenway Park and do some hunting and stuff. So it was good. Yes.
Yeah, like grooming has gone out the window, Mel.
really? That's right. There's no Manscaped. There's nothing. Yeah.
No, I got nothing. We're supposed to bring up as well that Deb came up that her mom's doctor was Dr. Beaver. So Deb, can you fill us in, please?
Dr. Beaver?
He invented that beaver rub.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I think it was a woman, Dr. Beaver.
A good doctor then. It was Dr. Beaver.
Huh?
Okay, you just mentioned
Dr. Beaver. Calling Dr. Beaver.
Dr. Beaver. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh. Got to be a good doctor.
Oh, hold on. You got some more information here for us.
Thank you.
He was an OBG.
He was. Oh,
Dr.
shit.
Beaver. Let's take a look, Dr. Beaver.
The doctor's a he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Beaver then.
Oh God, it's awful. This is going downhill fast. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. His first name was Hair. That's terrible. Oh.
Oh,
God.
okay. All right, let's go back to the tree.
Okay. No, listen. You brought up baseball. Did any of you guys watch the 30 for 30 on the Mets?
Yeah.
I did not.
It's that 4-part. It was like a 4-part series.
Yeah.
I didn't see it all, but I saw part of it.
Okay, I saw it all.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'll just because it's based on that year of 86. So the same time we were all playing for the Rangers in New York, the nightclubs, the China Club, which I know Gresh used to go to a lot. I went to there once.
Yeah.
But
I went to there once also.
Once a day.
that was we must have gone the same night then, Gresh.
My friend Frankie started that place.
You've been here 40 years.
What?
You've known him 40 years.
Longer.
Oh.
Longer. He started downtown at a. It was at a. It was on Varick and Van Dam, and I knew.
Heartbreak?
I knew.
Is
I
that
went,
Heartbreak?
what's that?
Remember that club, Heartbreak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one he started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he moved
Okay.
it up. He moved it from down there on Mondays up to 75th and Broadway.
He moved the bar?
Well, he moved his whole clientele,
Oh.
and then that was Frankie. He was a good guy. He was.
Wow. And I'll just say this: from watching that documentary, it was incredible. The amount, a lot of they've drank beer on that plane like you've never seen. Doing coke in the bathroom. Davy
Yeah.
Johnson came to the back of the plane once the whole year, and they screamed at him that he didn't belong back there. And I was just going, we never talked to our hockey coaches like that. Like it was, man, it was. I mean, it was neat to see the footage from that era, going back in time. But
I knew a lot of those guys.
what a wild bunch! And I mean, I met Lenny Dykstra once. I knew Keith Hernandez a little bit. Real nice guy, but I just thought it was incredible documentary on behind the scenes and seeing their lifestyle. And whether you're a Yankee fan or a Mets fan, for me, it was just interesting with the kind of behind the scenes of a team that won it all.
Yeah, I went to Game 6.
You were there?
Game 6 or Game 7, whatever it was, and I'll never forget. They were cheering when I got to the bar to the sports bar on 84th and 3rd, and they were cheering, and I'm going like, what the hell are Boston people here cheering for? And the Mets that came back and won the game.
You left, eh?
Yeah, I'm going like, well, who's going to stick around for that crap? The way it was going at that time, they were done. I thought they were done. They came back and then they won. They won. But if you remember the series before that against Houston, I can't remember who the pitcher was now for Houston, but he was unreal.
There's a guy on the mound. The guy on that big hill.
The what?
The guy on the hill.
What hill?
Mound.
Mel's on the hill.
Yeah.
Mel's on the mound.
No.
Hey, did you guys see where Mike Bossy has been diagnosed with lung cancer?
Yeah, that's
He was a big smoker.
that's
But they came out. There's a guy recently that passed away, a Minnesota guy. He was lung cancer, but was not a smoker too.
Was
And
not-
it was kind
yeah.
of bringing light.
well, no, that was Tom Curvers.
Yes, that's right. So it was kind of bringing light to the fact that people just assume
Tom Curvers died?
He passed away just this
couple
summer.
months ago, right? Yeah.
Wow. He wasn't very old, was he?
No.
He was. We're the same age, so he's 58.
Wow.
But I think that brought light to. They want to make a point to say that just because it's lung cancer doesn't necessarily mean it's smoking. But
Oh, I mean, I smoked a couple cigarettes in my life. With each beer I had.
I saw that. I saw you a few times doing that, Gresh.
I was smoking up till May this year. Then I gave it up.
Do you remember Gresh walking through the dressing room with an unlit cigarette in his mouth?
naked,
With his
naked.
skates on.
I was going back to the workout room. I was going back to work out. Getting on the bike.
Gosh, you didn't need to work out. You're a specimen.
Oh, listen to me. Only some guys have to work out.
Mel and I had to work out.
No, yeah, but the problem is, Tommy, you waited till you were 58. Hey,
God.
You might be like, what's that saying? My father used to say, you can bullshit a bullshitter, but you can't bullshit me.
Oh no, I used to actually work out. I had to. The amount of beer I drank, I had to work out.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
offset by the
Yeah.
cases of beer. Mel, what did you have for beer last? It wasn't PBR last week, was it? You had something else on the go.
Yes.
Coors Banquet.
Are we bothering you or something?
Yeah. Kind of.
What's the matter? What's the matter? Come on, let's talk.
Hey, so here's go back to the baseball and go back to Tommy's drinking days. So how do these guys play 162 ball games, get home from Studio 54 or China Club at 3 a.m? I know they don't play till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, but how the hell do you do it?
Well,
So-
practice.
Well, in the documentary, they talk about the pills. They were taking
Yeah.
uppers. And
Oh yeah.
There was bars like I remember Xenon's was a big bar back then, back in that part of the 80s, and Studio was like kind of on the way down a little bit, but there were some other ones. I can't remember them all now, but I used to see Strawberry and the Doc there late at night, you know, in the summertime when we weren't playing. They were feeling good. They were feeling good.
What was your favorite place to go then, Ron?
Anywhere in New York City.
Yeah.
Fleming's.
Well, we were at Order Rescues quite a bit.
Yeah, I went there. There was like there was a bunch of good places on 3rd Avenue back in the late 70s, early 80s. George Martin's was a good bar. That was George Martin's. The bar next to it, I can't remember what it was called now, but that's where George Steinbrenner used to hang out there a lot.
What was the country bar we used to go to that was downtown? Like on Sunday night was a big night there.
Oh yeah, it was on 11th Avenue, no, 5th Avenue and 11th Street. It had it had the iguana on top, right?
Yeah. So we know where. What was the name of it though?
Oh, I don't remember.
You remember exactly where it was as far as.
I remember where it was because I used to go down there with a friend of mine that was a musician that's dead now, but he used to go down there quite a bit. Drink beer. They'd all go to the roof and do whatever.
It wasn't. Was it called the Cafe Iguana?
No, that was on 20th and Park. Cafe Iguana.
Was that it? That was a strip joint, wasn't it?
Lone Star Cafe, Tom. Lone
Star Cafe. Yes. Sunday nights. Oh man.
Monday nights. Yeah, I only went.
Dougie had it. Our boy Dougie had it. Good job, my buddy. Yeah.
But I said it before him. What are you kidding me?
Well, I just he was writing. I just was giving him credit because he's
Who was that?
That was my buddy.
That was
Doug
Mel's
DeVito.
buddy.
Yeah, Danny. Hey, so the guys that are playing now, what was the name of, or is it still the same, the name of the bar in Madison Square that we used to go after the games just for a quick one to say hi?
It's a steakhouse now, isn't it? Resh at the bottom there.
Oh, Harry O's, or what was it called? Harry M's?
It was Harry O's, yeah.
That sounds right, Harry O's. So where would the guys go now? The current players. Does anybody know what?
Oh, I don't have no idea.
I don't think they go hang out like that. I think they may go get a bite to eat and go home.
Yeah. They go home. Their chefs are cooking for them. They you know.
Two Chores was another place too.
We play a lot of video games. You know.
We never had any food in the dressing room, so they can eat breakfast, lunch, supper. After the game, they'll have food, and then they're going to go out. So after you've eaten, like I'm not even hungry after a game. I have a couple of beers, and then you wait a bit, and then. But if they have food in the dressing room, eat there, and then go out and go on the town.
Nothing like that anymore.
Should we go have a speech, like have a little therapy session with those boys, or what?
Well, I recommend that when they're uptight and not playing well, go out and have a few cocktails. Yes.
Yeah.
The other thing was, what's the Kevin Hayes' brother?
Oh, Jimmy Hayes.
Yeah.
He passed. I guess there was some, whatever was involved in that.
So the report came out, and the family wanted the report to come out too. Apparently, that it was cocaine and fentanyl in his system.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Well, and I guess the father acknowledged too, I read it, that he has an addiction problem as well. The father.
The father doesn't.
Yeah. Now, somebody has said to me that Kevin Hayes in Philly is done for the year. Have you guys heard that?
No. With what?
They more said it was an injury, but the speculation is, and again, purely speculation, that has not that he's in some kind of trouble, but that the whole thing with his brother is behind it. But again, I don't know if that's fact or not.
Well, that could be. That could be a tough thing.
Yeah.
How close were they in age? They were pretty close in age, right?
Pretty close, yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Did you have a brother, Mel?
Yeah, it's 5 years younger. Yeah.
Tom?
No, I have a sister that's about 700 years old, but
Oh, yeah, my sister's way older than me. She's probably like 17 years older than I am, but I hope she's probably listening, so you get a text pretty quick. I know Jeep has a brother. It would be tough if you lose your brother or whatever. I mean, sister or whatever, but I can well imagine, I guess from what I read, that family was pretty close too, like,
yeah.
These boys.
Or one of our roving reporters reports that it's something dislocated in his back, Rich Pisano.
Oh.
Actually, Rich and I got some sad news. Actually, I got the news. There's a young boy. There's two twins that we coached back when our kids were smaller, and one boy just passed away. He had about a 2-year battle with cancer. So sad news.
Yeah. How bad is Mike Bossy's? Is it like? I mean, they can do a lot of stuff with cancer today, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's different.
I guess it's when you get diagnosed, how early along, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't like to see anybody get sick. Oh. I don't know. Well,
So, Mel, what? Anything else on your homework? Or it seemed like you're really on a roll there, like you came prepared today.
Really prepared, Tom. Yep. Jeep. So you're 8-0, 13 goals against, and you're number 2 in the country. So you're doing something right, young man.
Just
All
good
coaching.
players.
All coaching.
Good players.
Hey, listen to me. I think it's all coaching. I watched a couple games. And
Kids aren't that good, Gresh?
listen, it was all because of my coaching from upstairs. I watched the games. Remember how G played? Zoom, fast. That's how his team plays. It's amazing. I swear to God, I sit in that little press box upstairs with Jeep, and you watch the team, and they are. It looks as fast as the NHL. And kids aren't slacking. They go back to the bench in a hurry. It's not like they're taking their time from across the ice like you see guys in the NHL now. But
Did you guys see the Rangers?
I did.
Toronto?
yeah,
That overtime was amazing. So,
And 3-on-3. So we never had 3-on-3 overtime, but that overtime game we had against the Islanders, where we're ultimately, that was pretty good.
we didn't have 3-on-3 overtime.
No.
Oh.
no.
It
Tom,
looked like it.
we would have never saw overtime because of 2 guys. Who?
Ron Greshner
Maybe 3 then.
and Don Maloney.
No, Ron Greshner, James Patrick, and Reijo Ritsalainen took our power play and our overtime
Oh, yes,
ice every game.
that's true. That is
Right?
true. And
Thanks,
James had to play with that toilet bowl on his.
Yeah.
Was that then? No, that wasn't then.
That was
Yeah.
that was for 4 months or 3 months in 1986, and
It is funny how every picture you see now.
that's that picture.
You didn't do crossovers with that thing on your neck.
Oh.
did you?
I don't know what I did. I don't know if I even wore it in practice, or maybe just in games.
Oh.
So
I saw your buddy on Instagram somewhere that you beat the shit out of Poulin.
Oh, that was a good battle. Oh man.
Right, the blue line too.
Oh,
that
that was
my
one. And remember how like you guys fought for a long fight, and then you held on to each other because there's something else going on, and fought again. Right?
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay, did you get thrown out of that game?
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
get a
we
fight
know
again.
that we finished with 7 players for half a game.
Yeah.
Half the game was 7 players.
That exhibition.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was good with Jeep.
It was-
You bloodied him too, pretty good, didn't you?
It was
What's
always,
that?
You
It was-
bloodied him too, didn't you?
I
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
I don't remember.
yeah. his
Oh,
eye-
what do you don't remember?
Hey, if we're talking about fights, let's get back to Mel and Gresh.
No, they brought the white stick out to get Poulin off the ice.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
eyes were closed up.
Poulin.
Oh,
Poulin. What was his name? Poulin? What was his
Yeah, Dave Poulin, right? Yeah. Doesn't he do stuff on TSN or something?
yeah, he's on TSN. He-
Yeah. We should bring that up. Maybe we'll call right in and ask him. How'd you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
after that fight with James?
Is he healed up yet and getting his ass?
Do you know James worked with Bobby Lalonde?
Yeah, Donnie Lalonde.
Oh, Probably a little while.
Well, remember, and we love Sam Rosen. He tried to. The way he said it too was it was a guaranteed fact that you'd worked with Donnie Lalonde. Then I remember having asked you in years, and I asked your father. It's like, no.
Where is he living now? Winnipeg?
I have no idea where he is.
Sam lives around here someplace. Sam
What?
Rosen. Sam lives around here someplace.
Yeah.
Who's Sam?
So Gresh thinks he's very funny, everybody. So when Gresh gets on to start the show,
Nolan Ryan.
He'll pretend that he's talking, but he's really not. So that he wants to make him think that the volume's not working.
Oh, that's
He does that.
okay. On your last show, you guys were talking about alumni.
Yep.
And when I played in Buffalo, when the new owner bought the team, he invited every alumni member for a weekend.
Oh.
And it was if you had played one game or if you had played 1,000. If you played one game with the team, you're. And Larry Playfair got up and gave a speech. There was about 200 guys came in. And again, they flew every guy in and put you in a hotel. But there was one guy who played one game for the Sabres. I can't remember his name.
Wow.
But it was real touching, when Larry spoke and talked about how, he means as much to this alumni as the rest of us, some of the guys who've been here for 10 years or longer.
Yeah.
And I think the guy talked about, his dream was to play in the NHL. He only got one game, but it means so much to him to this day. So it was.
Well, if that was the case, if they have one for the LA Kings.
So my good friend, Don Waddell, have you guys told the story? So he was.
No.
So Don and I started college together in Northern Michigan, and obviously he's now the general manager and president of the Carolina Hurricanes. He had one game for the LA Kings he got called up for, and we were in town, and he just stepped on the ice, and Gresh, Mr. Throw your jock up into the rafters, went around him and scored, and he went back, sat down on the bench, and that was his only game in the NHL. One game.
His only shift.
Yeah. He claims he had another shift in that, but that was just one game.
Skating off from the bench into the locker room doesn't count as a shift.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now, did he invite all the coaches back and all the assistant coaches and all them too, or just the players?
No, I think it was just the players.
Oh, that's why. That's where I.
So yeah, that was our debate, right? So James, what do you think is a definition of an alumni member?
I think if you're in the team picture, you're part of the alumni.
Oh.
I like that description. I mean, you think about, I know Abe, Joe Murphy, and Jerry Maloney never played, but they were with the team.
Yeah, they really were. The trainers were those equipment guys were like they were part of the team, right? Yeah,
they were part of the team.
Yeah.
And
well, if the guy's there, maybe like one of those guys were there for like 40 years being a trainer, they should hang his jacket up there.
Well, they should at least give him a photo in the concourse.
There you go. Huh?
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice to recognize him.
Right. Mel, what's going on with the Vancouver alumni out there? Any events?
Mel, what do you think? Play a game?
I think Mel's asleep.
I think that, like I said last week, I think the Canuck alumni has a limit, like 20 games, 30 games. Otherwise, you're an associate in the NHL, not with the Canucks.
What about the trainers and the assistant coaches and the guys that were doing the stick boys and the water boys?
I think you're going too far with the stick boys, but the trainers should, like Jeep said, you got to acknowledge them somehow. Those guys that have been there, like Patty O'Neill here in Vancouver has been here for 40 years. So
he's still there. Wow.
Patty O'Neill's still here. Yeah. And what I was going to say was Jimmy Robson was the voice of the Canucks forever. So I see him at a lot of the Canuck alumni golf tournaments. And I think he's got a gondola or a
box.
A box named after him. And so I'm just, Sammy Rosen has been around. You got to acknowledge him as like the voice of the Rangers, and he's got to be an alumni, I would think.
Oh. So it doesn't matter if you really didn't play for the Rangers. You're an alumni.
Well, if you participated like a trainer, like James did, a coach.
Then my mom passed away a month ago. She's an alumni too because she watched every game until the last four. She's been alive for every game, so she's really alumni too.
Well, no disrespect to your
There's
mother.
special exemptions, I think, for certain people. I think.
So, why don't you put us on the spot a little bit more, Gresh? It's your mother, for gosh sake.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not putting you on the spot for her. I'm just saying people go to people that are 50-year season ticket holders for the Rangers. They should be part of the alumni then.
Gresh, how's the Nook doing? Is it getting lots of use now? The Nook?
Nook is it's got clean clothes on right now that were just washed.
That's not what the Nook is for, though. I don't think.
Well, it will be till after I get done with the show and I have my nap and everything else, and then I'm gonna get back at it.
Right. Have you heard the dogs barking anymore?
No, I don't hear them, Tom. How come I don't hear the dogs barking?
Well, you heard the other day when you were on the phone with me.
At your house, I hear the dogs barking.
Yeah, I know. Must be me. They must be after me or something.
I saw on one of the things where this guy I grew up with, Marcel Seawalt, said that
Who? What? Marcel Seawald?
Seawalt. He said that he was talking about the dog situation. He goes, "Well, lead takes care of that."
No, I like that one. Matt woke up for that one.
Good sell boy right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
can't shoot dogs. Can't shoot a dog.
No, I didn't say that.
I know you didn't say that. I'm saying can't do that.
Did you guys?
How's your cat? I mean, dog.
Good.
James, have you seen Mel's dog?
No, I'd like to.
Oh, it is more like it's cute. It's like a little.
You got a dog, Jeep?
No, I don't.
Remember we talked about this. You wanted to get one though, didn't you? You almost had
I
him.
do. I
Yeah.
do. I need to find someone to take care of it when I go on road
Yeah.
trips.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to fly. Where's the CHL awards? I mean, you have to fly to that this year for the coach of the year. You'd be busy for that.
They don't award that after 9 games of the season.
Oh,
a little
Here's
cutie.
Cookie. What's his name? Cookie.
You know what they say?
Look at how Rory dresses. Hey, Rory, speak.
What's the dog? Oh, look at that.
Rory.
The dog, guys.
Get him. Speak.
He's wearing Mel's scarf.
What's the dog's name again, Mel?
Rory.
Gloria?
Rory.
Rory. That's right, Rory.
He's a
Rory?
fighter too. Get him, Rory. Get him. Okay, go away, little shit.
Hey. Stuff like that, your dog.
What kind of tree is that again?
The Japanese
Hybrid.
maple.
Hybrid Japanese maple.
Oh.
Hey, so are you guys going to any games?
Nope.
Pourquoi?
When does the season start?
I don't know. I don't watch hockey. I'm just asking you guys some questions.
No games.
Will you guys be going to games soon?
I only usually go when they invite me for some purpose or whatever. So depends if they invite us.
Rash, you're not getting back to I know you used to go to the games, do some work at the games.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
If you call sitting in the Delta Club.
Well, that's where
I know. I'm teasing you.
you get drinks there.
Yes, you can.
But no, I'm not. I haven't. How many home games have they played? One, right? One home game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
How about this? So there's 4 players in the NHL who have not been vaccinated yet. And you get that Tyler Bertuzzi in Detroit, who's playing fantastic, arguably the best player. And now they've got to go into Montreal. Like their next game might be tonight, and he won't be able to play because he hasn't got vaccinated. How would you handle that?
He's not allowed to go, hey?
Right.
He can't come into the country.
Yeah.
You can't cross the border.
I mean, I know it's a delicate thing. You got to be careful what you say, but as a coach, so you've got your best player, you're a young team, you're doing well, and he can't play. Kind of, we have to respect.
I mean,
right?
I personally, it would make me feel. I guess I admire his conviction to stand up for what he believes in.
Yeah.
I do admire that, and so I'm not going to say what's right and what's wrong, but I do admire.
Right.
I do admire that. We had the same thing here. A boy refused to get. You can't play in our league unless you get it.
Oh,
And he gave in at the last moment. But I had a lot of talks with him, and I said, I will never tell you what to do. I mean, if him and his family believed in, they didn't want to put that in their body, and he was at, it was heartbreaking, when he had to, like, he was devastated by it, like, and I'm sure maybe some other people were. But so I just when I see Bertuzzi, I'm going, geez,
I would say Bertuzzi. What team do you want to get traded to?
well,
Pick a team.
Ron, he's a great team player from all accounts too.
That's good, but he's not helping me when I got to play 7 teams in Canada.
Yeah,
He can't come to New York City and play either, can he? Can he get?
Yes, you can. Yeah,
can.
The visiting players can come.
But the guy was great too. What's his name? Irving.
It's like Kyrie Irving from the Nets hasn't got vaccinated.
He can't play because he's not vaccinated.
Right.
But people coming in from outside the state can play, but they're not vaccinated.
Right.
So how can they come into Madison Square Garden? If I have to be vaccinated to go in there, they better be vaccinated too.
No, they don't have to be.
Then you
Yeah.
They're saying you're okay if you walk up the back tunnel and just go in the dressing room and on the ice, you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't breathe. You're not breathing on the ice.
You're walking up the ramp.
Yeah, but you're not breathing on the ice. So you hold your breath on the ice until you get back and put in the paper bag. Yeah, pretty.
What do you think of that, Mel?
Pretty
Can you explain to me why these idiots will not get vaccinated?
That's what they are.
Well, we have to respect people's rights.
Right? Why? It's my right.
Well, listen, Mel, I agree with you. I totally agree. I'm not sure why they don't, but it's up to them not to get if they don't want to be vaccinated. But listen to me, if there's a guy on the team that goes into Madison Square Garden that's not vaccinated, I don't want to go to the Garden.
Well, that's right. Don't come around me if you're not vaccinated.
Right. And I'm vaccinated. And you have to be double vaccinated to get in there or vaccinated.
But why are these people like Irving and maybe Jeep's kid and some of these other guys, Bertuzzi, what is their excuse for not getting vaccinated?
Some people just don't believe in vaccinations and that kind of stuff. They don't believe they need it, and they don't believe a lot of things.
I mean, Mel, there's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different data, and on
like what does
the benefits of it and the
vaccination, does it do bad things? Does it do bad things to you, or is it just?
No, I don't get it.
Whatever. I don't. It's up to them. Do whatever you want.
Mel, I'll tell you this. I have a close friend who's been in the pharmaceutical business for 40 some years. He's as anti-vax as there is. Like, I mean, he's high up with a pharmaceutical company.
Like I hear you, Mel, your point. I think we have to admire, like James said before, I think we have to admire people who, if they really put some serious thought into it and come to the conclusion that they don't want to do it. And it's not just the vaccines, whatever it is that's going on in the world.
You
got to admire them.
Tom, did you put serious thought into it?
Pardon me?
Did you put serious thought into it?
Oh, yeah. Did a lot of research on it. Yeah.
I would say admire is a strong word for that. Anyways, let's talk about money.
Go back to
let's get down to Mel's subject.
Yeah, let's talk about some money. So I'm doing a little homework. Our firm sent out a little blurb on some money and some stocks and stuff. I won't talk about stock on this show, but here's one for you guys. And Ron's got 100 million in the bank. Jeep's got 30 million. Tom's got maybe 2. How long will $1 million last in retirement? And give me the top 3 or 4 cities, and how long do you think the money will last in years?
Well, obviously, it's a lot different in New York than it would be like in Marquette, Michigan, or something.
You're talking New York, Boston, LA?
No, I'm talking about the States, United States. So $1 million, where does your money go the farthest? Let's say top 3, top 4. Okay.
Marquette, Michigan.
And then we'll go to the bottom 3, which is, So
Marquette, Michigan, Fargo, North Dakota.
No, it is. No, you're on the right track. It is the Midwest, but it's Well, and there's one down southeast.
Southeast in Florida,
No.
somewhere.
Mississippi,
Georgia?
Louisiana,
Georgia?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay, what town in Tennessee?
Well, freaking
Well, if
guess.
you go to some small little town like Marquette, Michigan, it's going to be less expensive than.
Yeah, it will be, but these are major cities.
Okay, so major cities. Now, if you give us all the details, then we can actually.
Well, it's a discussion, Tom. It's a discussion, so don't get.
All right, so Midwest, Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee is number 6.
Oh,
Well, you're going to have to go, like, if you go to Tennessee,
The
So
number
if you
one down in Tennessee.
yeah, if you go to Tennessee, you're going to have to, you end up,
Elvis.
you don't,
Memphis.
Nashville?
you don't have to worry.
Memphis.
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 Thank you. So $1 million in Memphis, and this is for average expenditures of a person 65, and that's done with the indices in like inflation and everything taken into consideration. It'll last $1 million in Memphis will last you 45.3 years.
Wow.
Second one is El Paso, Texas, 40 years. Then you got Wichita. So bottom 3.
Well, New York City.
New York, San Francisco.
San Francisco, number 1. See, he went to what school? North Dakota.
Dakota.
He actually went to school. So San Francisco, your $1 million will last 8 years. San Jose, 10.8. New York is 12.7.
Oh, very good. Good facts.
Wow.
Good job, Mel. That's
Okay, but
interesting.
I'm going to get, okay, $1 million, but is your mortgage paid for? Is your rent paid for? Or are you paying for rent? Or what is that? What is
They've
that?
done-
Rent, food, utilities,
Gee,
entertainment?
let's
travel?
Go, don't ask impertinent questions like that,
Okay.
please, Chief.
Well, we are comparing apples to apples, so right. It's so as long as we know that it's the same for all the
It's
cities.
the average expenditure of a 65-year-old. At 65, you'd think you'd have no mortgage, right? Maybe you have some rent or whatever. Everybody
If
has
you had a couple of divorces, you never know, though, right, Ron?
Well, you don't have to worry about having money at all.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great financial planning right there. Get divorced
That's
twice.
financial planning.
Well, here's a question: like, does the alimony not stop at some point in time? Or are you paying for the rest of your
Yeah,
life
but
like an annuity?
you drained a large chunk of your savings. It's
But
called
you-
50-50.
Are you still paying?
No, not paying anymore. It's just that there was a savings that kind of disappeared.
Mel, you don't even want to know about it. Believe me. That's all I can say.
No, I don't.
Yeah, we try not to think about it too much.
All going to a good cause when you pay it.
Exactly. We're helping the community.
The lawyers?
Lawyers, community, yep. Definitely. Yeah, because the exes can go out to dinner and
Everybody else but you.
Yeah.
What's that saying called? What's 1,000 lawyers on the bottom of the ocean called?
good news.
Good start.
Good start. Good. Oh, we don't want to talk about that Kravtsov with the Rangers. So he left and went back to Russia, correct?
He's not with the Rangers anymore, is he?
He left and went back to Russia, correct? Is there a bad connection?
He said he's with the Rangers. He's not with the Rangers.
Yeah, he's still property of the Rangers. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do we think of that, James?
Trade him
just,
for Tuesday.
I know. I mean, it bugs me that he signed a contract for this year. He's still allowed to go to the minors without being picked up on waivers by another team, and he didn't earn a spot. I mean, now you think there would have been communication. Okay, we're sending you down. This is where you are right now. We want you to go down for so long. We feel you're going to be part of our team, blah, blah, blah. But for him to, for him to demand, I need to be on the team right now. I should be there. You dealt with it on the player agent side. I'm looking at it from the other side now, where still you got to earn it. Like there's still the entitlement comes in where, if you've drafted me, I deserve a spot in the team now.
Yeah. And the reality is there's always injuries too. So, and with the COVID, you see now what in Winnipeg, they got Scheifele and
Yes. And Wheeler.
Wheeler are both out of the lineup. So you know that stuff's going to happen. If you're that close to making the team and you're an hour and a half away in Hartford, you're getting called. He would have been called up already. So,
How old is he? He's 20, right?
21 or something. Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
21. Wow.
Hmm.
Think he's spoiled? Maybe he's spoiled.
You wonder the advice he's getting. You wonder.
Well, he's already fired one agent. So, and I think we talked about this, right? So the agent is going to be, this agent's like, this kid's, I can make, $100,000, $200,000 a year off this player. I'm not going to say something to make him mad at me. I'm going to tell him what he wants to hear.
Is that what you did, Tom? You're right.
No. Nope. Never.
Oh.
I was right.
It's probably a bad spot to be in, though, right?
Yeah. Well, especially when I first started, there wasn't as many agents. It was more guys who were more hockey guys, and now it just turned into just purely dollars. I mean, like, agents are buying guys cars and all that kinds of stuff. So it was, the money changed a lot. So it's guys would just, they'd say, okay, whatever you want to do.
Why did you stop being an agent? You were tired of
For that kind of stuff. Yeah, like I had, for example, well, be careful with names, but it was getting to the point where you could go recruit a player, build a relationship. They wanted to go with you. They said they were going with it. The last minute, some other agent would come in and buy them a car, and then they'd switch. So that kind of stuff would happen. It was like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but you could have got him a car and taught him how to back into the spot.
Well, I'd show him how to drive the car that the other agent bought for him, but yeah. Good question.
It
Absolutely.
amazes me too that now they're committing to agents at 13 years old.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Like it's just
stupid. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it is like every player on my team has an agent. They start with us at 16. They get drafted at 14, turning 15 in our league. Every one of them has an agent, and I'm going, what does a 14-year-old need an agent for? Like,
yeah,
like
you don't do anything for the player. Yeah.
Who's a good agent out there nowadays? Who's like rankings how good they are? Or?
No, they don't. No, they don't rank the agents.
They don't rank.
But like James had a really good agent, Herb Pinder. Herb passed away, right?
No, Herb's still.
Herb Pinder.
He's in the oil and gas business world. He's not hasn't been an agent for last.
I really liked him. I thought he was a very good agent.
Didn't he play for the Canadian Olympic team?
He did. Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty impressive. He was the leading scorer in the Western Hockey League at 18. He played in the Canadian Olympic team, went skiing after the Olympics and broke his ankle, never played hockey again. Like he ripped his ankle apart, like couldn't skate again. Went to law school, got his law degree, went to Harvard Business School, got his master's in business, and became a hockey agent and ran a business at the same time, but real smart guy and good with a hockey background. Yeah.
And a good person too. Like I really thought, like I remember
incredibly good person.
I remember the day you first came into the practice rink with Herb. And he stayed right by your side the whole time to make sure everybody was good. Because people like, wow,
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But he
Well,
he had Glenn Hanlon and Mike Rogers on the team as well.
That's right.
He was.
Didn't he have a brother too? Another Pinder brother?
Jerry Pinder, who played pro, played in the WHA mostly, and
from Saskatchewan.
Saskatoon.
From Saskatoon.
Yeah.
And Mel, did you have?
Remember them growing up?
Did you have Bill Waters or?
Yeah, I had Muddy Water, but back to I think they own Pinder's Drugs in Saskatoon or Saskatchewan.
They did.
Right?
Yeah, they did.
That's where they made all their money.
Pinder's Drugs was right around the corner from the Senator Hotel.
Yeah.
Senator Hotel. Back in the 60s. We used to stay at the Senator Hotel. And I used to ride up and down the elevator, the one-story elevator.
Was that?
I remember being there when I was 8 or 9 years old, and the Toronto Maple Leafs were playing the Detroit Red Wings at Quaker Arena. And I waited outside for an autograph, and Eddie Shack came out. So they all wore. Remember those trench coats they'd all wear back in the 60s, right? So I had a piece of paper and a pen. I tugged on it. It was freezing outside. He was going to get on the bus. And turned around and he said 2 words to me. Sounds like fire truck, but it's not.
Who's that? Eddie Shack did?
Eddie Shack did, and he never signed my autograph.
And he said the nasty words to you?
Yeah. I was 8, 9 years old. Well, they were in a hurry to get out of there. Like, they were in Saskatoon in September. It wasn't exactly like the nicest place to be. It's kind of cold and everything. And I saw him like 10 years later. I played against him.
Ron,
Did you say something?
I mentioned it to him,
Holy crap, Billy.
but he couldn't hear me. He couldn't hear me because his nose was so big, Shaq, and it was like vibrating and making sounds and echoing. You know?
Mel, that's your boy right there.
Oh, I know. 1 M, 1 S, Billy. Come on.
A must.
Where's Ira?
Jeez, really, Ira, jump in there. Oh God.
Jump in there.
And you guys are, and Mel, you guys are tight too, like you and Bill.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like that's kind of like embarrassing, like that. Okay.
What's a muzz?
I had,
What does a muzz mean? A muzz mean?
exactly.
Oh, here, Ira fixed it. Ira's got it.
Is that like a moose?
Oh God.
Part of the moose's rectum, isn't
That's right, Ron. Damn near killed him.
it? Yeah. Hey, got hit by a car. What happened?
Yeah, I had,
Josh, what were your top 3 New York City bars?
Mine?
Well, I think you visited every one of them. So
I never had 3. 300.
Rod's difficult today.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't remember. I mean, Orden and Retzky's was a big bar, but before that, there was McAllister's. There was
Cronies.
your buddy Billy.
Cronies. Yeah, Billy passed away.
Oh, he did, eh?
Yeah.
The best chicken wings in the city.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Ooh.
There was Elaine's was nice around the corner from there. Eric's across the street was a big time bar up till about the early 80s. A lot of the Edmonton Oil Kings used to go there and hang out with Eric.
Where would you put the pub in Rye, New York? Where would you rank it?
Hey, that was your favorite, Tom. You had your own seat there. I know that.
Were they in New York City? I don't remember.
No, but hey, Tom had a name in front of his on the bar, I think, where his chair in the bar in that place.
Man.
He had one of those things on the chair that you used to put on your neck there. Remember, Jeep? That's what Tommy sat on, so his ass wouldn't get sore.
James used that during the game.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, there was lots of good bars at that time.
There's none now, though, right?
There's none now. Well, no, I don't drink. I don't hardly drink anymore. You don't need bars anymore. Christ, you just need bathrooms. You know.
Did we go to the sports page that much? We didn't go to the sports page very much.
That was Bobby Hyland's place, right?
Yeah.
Bobby Hyland. Yeah. I remember that was a fun bar. Big square bar up the top there.
Mel, what's going on, bud?
just hanging.
Tired? Are you tired?
Any good bars in Vancouver, Mel?
No, I don't go out. I don't watch hockey and I don't go out.
I tell you, so Mel's, see, I think this is how tight Mel and Bill are. Like, Bill's a little bit behind the times. Like, this has been discussed already. So.
Yeah, like
that was an hour.
Hey, Bill, that's been said about 20 times on this show, like in the last 3 months.
Yeah. And
Bill, go back to sleep.
The Beatles
so
broke
Mel's
up.
asleep. This is how tight these two are. Mel's asleep. Bill's asleep.
Some guy got shot in the theater too.
Yeah. Beatles broke up.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, they had to break up. 2 of them are dead.
So back to the agent thing. One of our ex-players from the Rangers is McDavid's agent.
Dave Gagne or Jeff Jackson.
Jeff Jackson.
Oh, is Jeff Jackson? Oh.
Yeah.
Jeff Jackson's an agent?
Yep.
Yeah.
He went to law school and everything. Yeah.
He got his law degree and then became an agent.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
And
is he working with a big firm or is he on his
he
own?
works with Bobby Orr's group.
Oh, okay.
Jeff, he played with the Rangers for a while.
Yeah, he was on our team, Gresh. He was a teammate.
That's why Mel said he was a teammate.
Didn't he played in Detroit also, I think, right?
No, we got him from Quebec.
Oh,
He also played Toronto after, I think, too, right?
And then I went to Toronto.
Yeah.
Here's
And
We
Rashi
played
Rashi
them.
was on the Rangers too.
here's what happened. We played him. He was on. No, maybe he was started in Toronto. He went Toronto, Rangers,
Yeah.
Quebec.
I think so. Yeah.
But we played Toronto, and he was in his first year. He wanted to fight everyone. He was yapping at the bench. He had no front teeth.
Yeah.
And he tried to fight everyone. And Phil was coaching that day. And Phil loved it so much. He was going like, "Who is this guy?" And then within like 2 weeks, we traded for him.
Oh,
And he's a great guy. Great guy. But
Who's the guy that coaches with the Islander coach?
Lane Lambert. He played for us for a year.
He came from Detroit.
Yeah, he came from Detroit.
he's
might
your
have- did he
teammate with
come-
the Rangers, huh?
Did he come the same time as Kelly Kissel?
I think
don't know.
so.
I can't. Well, it could have been who came with Willie Blaisdell and Osborne came.
For
For
Ron Duguay and who else?
Eddie Johnstone.
Okay.
Eddie Johnstone and Potato.
So then, and we get Glennie Hanlon from Detroit, didn't we? Or no?
No, he went to Detroit after.
Yeah.
I
Glenn
think
Hanlon came from Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah.
Mark Osborne was in that too, right?
He was in the one for Dukes, yeah. Dukes went to Detroit, scored 40 goals.
Have either of you guys seen Mark Osborne lately?
Not in a couple of years. No.
Okay, I've seen him in Toronto when we used to play there. He did some TV work.
Yeah.
He hasn't aged a day.
Oh, is that right? Eh?
Like he's in great shape. He looks fantastic and
Clean living.
anyways,
Clean
I mean, he's a real friendly guy. Good, like, real nice to see him whenever.
No, he's a nice. Ozzy, nice guy.
Ozzy, good guy. So,
Oh.
and hey, he was a good player when he was healthy. Like he was a big forward.
I remember when he was playing with us when we were playing Philly, and they would try to run him, a little bit. And he was strong. He was strong.
I know.
And they used to bounce off of him. Oh God! I remember the goal he scored against.
He's like Larry's aged about 10 years.
Yeah,
Forgot the apostrophe era.
Oh no, it's in there.
No, it's not.
He's missing something.
He's
Hasn't
Well, they hasn't.
not aged a day.
Right. Good job.
Larry who? Larry who?
Larry hasn't.
Larry. Oh, who the hell is Larry?
Hasn't.
Larry
Hasn't.
Bud Melman.
Hasn't.
Oh, he's talking about you, Mel. I thought, who the hell is he talking? Yeah.
How's that cabin, Jeep?
It's coming. The framing started yesterday, so it's
Yeah. Well,
uh,
stock it up because I'm coming there in July.
you're
I'll be
welcome.
there.
Hey,
Mel, when are you going? I'll be there.
Around July 15th is the Platinum Jets North End Golf Tournament, so I'll probably be there. What's that?
So are you
second
going to
week?
be rude? You're going to be rude to the Jets person there as well, and like
Yeah.
you were to Jackie.
It's a guy.
Oh,
I wasn't rude to Jackie.
okay, Mel, we're getting together then for sure.
Yeah,
Come out to the cabin.
I'll come for 7 or 8 days.
You're welcome to that. We'll play golf every day.
Sounds good.
Huh.
See, Tom, that's how
Tom,
people do.
Tom, did you get invited?
And Gresh and Tommy, you guys are welcome too. Mel said he's coming because for a golf tournament. You guys don't want to come. You're not coming on holidays here. Gresh, you are. We'll get together then.
I'm coming up there. I'll be
here's
there.
how it works. So I get Mel invited to golf tournaments here, and then he finds an excuse not to make it. Right.
All the work Tommy put in, the
Oh,
favors
yeah.
favors he used up.
Thanks, James.
Here's the conversation, Jeep. Jackie comes up to him. Hey, do you have anybody that I can get to come to the golf tournament? Yes, I have a few guys. Last guy, Melnick. Okay, that was the end of the conversation. Believe
That
me,
is not how it went.
that's exactly how it went.
I've spent a lifetime building a relationship with all the people who work at the Rangers, and now Jackie's come along recently, and I've built a friendship with her, so she trusts me. And she says, Tom, like, who are the proper people to invite to the golf tournament? Larry Melnick, top of the list. I knew James couldn't make it, so he wasn't on the list at all because he had to work. I know you don't work because you're independently wealthy, so. and your wife works.
January 28th. Work it.
What's on January 28th?
My number is getting raised.
Oh, you and Billy could like take a nap together or something like that.
I don't think with the Jeep, the people don't know that if you come up across the border, it's a 30% on the dollar. So you're making money just going across the border. So Billy and Podwell and DeVito, I want DeVito to come up to Sycamoose in the summertime. We'll
See what
straighten
it's
that,
like.
we'll straighten that guy out pretty quick.
Oh man,
Little Canadian loving. Hello.
James, when do you play again?
Saturday in Moose Jaw.
In Moose Jaw. Ooh.
Yeah, then we go to Red Deer, Edmonton, Calgary, and Lethbridge. So 10-day road trip.
Now the kids, though, what do they do for school?
So we have a classroom here. They go to school here every day online.
Oh.
So we're on the ice from 10 to 12. They have lunch and then school from 1 to 3:30. When we're on the road trip, we have every day at the hotel, they have 2 hours of, they have to be we get a room at the hotel and they have to bring their books and do their work. And my assistant coach is a teacher and principal kind of guy. And,
God, I wish I would have had like something like that when I was going to school.
Yeah, you would have been 10.
Yeah.
You need a question mark, Ira.
I know. I told my daughter I never missed one class in college. I was never late.
Just out of curiosity, Jeep, what kind of hotels do you guys stay at now compared to the shitholes that we stayed in?
No, they're not bad. They're Ramada Inn,
Jimis.
I agree.
Jimis.
I'm sure he could toughen up a few of our players,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he could teach him defense. He could teach him. I don't know.
Well, you could teach him to go through hardship. Teach him what it's like to go through hardships, like all the things his player has been through, the ridicule from young girls, not being in the book with the Edmonton Oilers, all that stuff.
Toughness, fighting, playing defense.
Yeah, coaches picking on him, being banished to the minors.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still persevered, right? Look at him now. He's got that Japanese maple in the background. How many people have got one of those Japanese maples? The hybrid. That's right.
The hybrid changes color. The leaves change colors.
Yes.
That's why it's called a hybrid.
That's right.
And then he has the wife to clean up the leaves and everything too. Like it's really it's a victory. Really, it's something that other people should be a book about it, maybe a movie.
Movie. Who cares about a book you got to read? Movie.
Some people read books from.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. I don't know.
Why? Gentlemen, it's been a slice.
Okay. All right, guys. Great job. Chief, good luck in the next few games.
Okay.
I'll help you with your speech, Coach of the Year in the CHL.
One game at a time, guys.
Okay.
You got okay.
That's not the way we do it. That's not the way we do it.
Steve,
No.
sorry. So you're not going to get anywhere. The closest you're going to get is Alberta.
Yeah. Until the playoffs.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Find a golf tournament someplace. Mel.
Well,
Yeah,
then we'll see you in April then.
For sure.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they need
Okay.
on the playoffs. In the playoffs, come to Winnipeg.
Oh, good idea.
I'm sure that
He won't show.
I got a place for you, Mel.
Oh no, I got my buddies. They'll put me up, so no problem. And if they piss me off, I'll stay at a hotel.
We could do flocky hockey out there.
Well, that's right. Bring Flocky with you.
Okay.
Rocky
See you guys.
plays for the
See you guys. See you next week.
See ya.